everybody. This is Let's Be Frank. I'm Frank. Welcome back to another episode of Season 4. Today I'm very excited to introduce our guest, Danny. Danny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here. So we're in a little bit of a different setting here today. This is actually where Danny and I record our podcast that we've been doing all year long. It's called Hear Me Out.
Mm-hmm.
It's through the mental health department here at South Carolina, and we both applied to it back in August?
This summer.
Yeah, earlier, right before school started. Both were chosen to be hosts, and here we are now, months later.
Here we are.
22 episodes later.
Yeah.
We do it a lot. We do it once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
So we've had a decent amount of episodes so far.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? What have been your thoughts so far?
I've loved doing the podcast. I am a commuter student, so I personally listen to a lot of podcasts, and that was kind of the inspiration as to why I wanted to be like a host on this one. And I've loved it. It's honestly exactly what I thought it was going to be, at least like satisfying-wise. I've loved it.
Obviously, we're big biased fans of it, of course.
We love we're a little
it.
biased. That's okay.
But if you could I'm going to give you a 10-second pitch to somebody who has no idea what maybe a podcast is or doesn't know anything about mental health, I want you to give a 10-second pitch of why someone should listen to our podcast.
Oh, that's such a
right
good
to the
question.
Camera,
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Give it to me. Think about it for 3 seconds and go.
Oh, God. Okay. So me and Frankie do this podcast called Hear Me Out. It is a podcast about resiliency and mental health, and we do it here at the university. It's for students. You can be any type of student. You can be undergrad, graduate, doctorate, all that good stuff. Not even in the university, you can still listen. But it is a USC podcast, so we're here for students, and we want to hear their stories and the faculty and all that good stuff. So listen to it. All perspectives are on the podcast. So like Frankie said today, we had doctorate students, but we also have a lot of athletes that come on, faculty, some. All really cool stuff. A lot of cool people. So definitely listen to it. We're increasing our listeners as well. So you can be
in there, Danny.
You can be one of them and get a lot out of it. Because I do, and I know our listeners already do, and so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You crushed it.
I don't know if I crushed it. I'm still working on it.
10 seconds, but I'll give it to you because it was so good. Who do you think your favorite guest has been?
That is such a hard
question.
Spot. I know, that is such a hard question. Ryan Helenski is up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fantastic speaker. He was fantastic, just sharing his story, and all that he's been through, and sharing his message was fantastic. I loved hearing that. He's probably my favorite.
And that was like our first episode.
Yeah, so that was our very first episode. So of course I was already nervous.
Right.
But we have some really cool people coming up. Some athletes. Some
we do.
Athletic directors.
Not naming any names.
Yeah, not naming any names.
A certain athletic director.
I'm super excited. And presidents. Sorry, not to name any names.
Yeah. Presidents of schools.
Yeah.
Not saying who.
But we have some really cool people coming up.
My favorite part about getting this opportunity was that we had you and me coming together from such different areas of campus and being involved in so many different things on campus. And I was really excited to have the opportunity. Last year, neither one of the girls were athletes. And so I was like, I think it'd be really cool to bring that side of it onto the podcast. And we have been able to have multiple athletes who shared very different stories. I think we've had 5 at this point. And all had very different stories. And so that was, I think the coolest part for me was to bring that. And then you coming from a side where today we just had the podcast 30 minutes ago and brought on 2 PhD students that I would never have met if it weren't for you. So I just think the coolest opportunity has been kind of merging our 2 areas of campus to
I completely agree.
one. Just one. Look at us.
Just one.
We're just one together now. We are one.
I know, we really are.
Well, I just think it's been a really cool opportunity for both of us to get involved, like she said, and for me outside of athletics and kind of have that, I guess, little, aside from athletics to just kind of take a minute and get involved in something else, talk about mental health, which is something that's really hard, but really freeing to talk about.
Yeah, I completely
feels really
agree.
good afterward, and it's just been a really cool opportunity. I hope everybody tunes in and listens now that we've had this shameless plug of an episode for 20 minutes.
Our goal is to get 1,000 listens. We've gotten close to that with Ryan, but meh.
Ray Tanner.
Yeah, Ray Tanner.
Coming for you.
We're coming for you. I would want 1,000 listens for a podcast. So.
Right. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you listen in, and we'll see you next time.